Okay, hopefully it's recording. Yes, it is. Okay, let's get to this. Where am I? Create an expression that's equivalent to 27 plus 15. Oh, upside down. Okay, here we go. No, here we don't go. Technical delays. Alright, so 27 plus 15. You want to create an expression, so you're looking for something that it looks like this, right? So what was it before the distributive property? And let's take a number out. So a number that goes 27, 15 is 3. 9 times, 5 times. Are there any other numbers? No, I think not. So the GCF, the greatest common factor, is 3. And I'll put this outside. And these two numbers go inside. If I actually were to do the distributive property, 3 times 9 will give me 27, plus 3 times 5 will give me 15. So these two expressions have the same meaning. If you plot the point negative 8.85, would you place to the right or left or right of negative 0.8? Well, let's set it up. So I don't need any other numbers except a few here. So I need, well, let's assume zeros here. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. And let's assume this is negative 8. And I'm going to make negative 9 go all the way here. Okay, so let's plot this number. Negative 8.8 is the same thing as negative 8.80. So this is negative 8. So this would be negative 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, 8.4, 8.5, 8.6, 8.7. So negative 8.8 should be about here, because this would be 8.9 and finally 9, right? So 8.8, and if you want to add a 0, make it easier. 8.80. 8.81, 8.82, 8.83, 8.84, so 8.85 would be about here. So is it to the left or to the right of this number? It's to the left. Order from least to greatest. See, these 3 questions I'm going to ask you, well, I'll do it. You're going to recognize it because we did it already and I forgot to write over this. So, but I'll do it again. So what I did the last time, I changed everything to decimals, which is, I think, the easier way for me. So negative 5 over 8, 5 divided by 8 is 0.65. So I'm going to write this as a decimal, which is negative 0.625. Now I'm also going to write 5 over 12, 7 over 12 as a fraction. And that's going to be right over here, 0.583 rounded, okay, because it's a repeating and negative. So it says least to greatest. So the smallest number in the negative side is the one that's the biggest. So it's going to start with this guy. And to make things easier, I'm going to make everything 3 decimal places. And even going to add 2 zeros here. So that's going to be negative 0.600. This is going to be negative 0.720. Okay, so that's the smallest number. The second smallest number is going to be this one, negative 0.625. And then it's going to be negative 0.600 and negative 0.583. Okay. Football tryouts at school. 12 coaches, 42 players. It's going to be split into groups. Each group will have the same number of coaches and players. This is the greatest number of groups that can be formed. So we're going to put players and coaches here. Players and coaches here. So we just got to figure out how many players and coaches in each of these groups that I don't know how many we're going to have to begin with. So 1242, we want to find, it's a GCF problem. Let's see, 3 works. 3 goes to 12 4 times. 3 goes to 42 14 times. And then 2 will work. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 goes into 14 7. Nothing else will work, so the GCF is a product of these two numbers. 3 times 2, so the GCF is 6. That means we're going to have 6 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 2 here represents the coaches, and this is the players. So each group is going to have 2 coaches, 7 players. 2 coaches, 7 players. 2 coaches, 7 players. We did that, so lucky you. And this is exactly the same one on the top. So 3 questions are completely in vain today, but it's okay. All right, so Trisha's garden is 9.87 meters long. She has a garden, and 1.0 meters wide. So here's her garden, 9.87, and here's 1.09. And we want to find the area. Remember, to find the area of a rectangle, you do area equals length times width, or base times height, length times width. We're going to multiply this times that. And you're going to multiply 9.87, I'll do it over here, times 1.09. The point of this question is to practice your multiplication of decimals. This one has two decimal places, and this one has 2 decimal places for a total of 4. So your answer is going to have 4 decimal places. Let's start multiplying. 7, 9 is 63, goes 6, 72 plus 6 is 78, goes 7, 81, 79. 81 plus 7 is 89. I'm going to move 1 over. I'm going to do the zeros. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to move 2 over. Actually, let me just put it 1, 2, move 2 over, and I'm going to multiply 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay, that's easy. It's the ones. 3, 8, 9 plus 7 is 16. Carry the 1. 10, 18. Carry the 1 again. 10. Now I have to put the decimal place. It has to be 4 decimal places. So we'll start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our decimal is going to be here. So the area of this particular garden is 10.8683 meters to the 2nd power. Okay, hopefully you remember that from 5th grade. It's to the 2nd power. If they ask you to round, probably to the nearest hundredths, that would be 10.87. Okay, it depends on how the question is. What the question asks from you. Okay, a grocery store sells 12 bottles of water for $13.80. So $13.80. You get 12 bottles. And the other one is $11.80 for 10 bottles. Which one was a better deal? Unit rate problem. Let's find out how much 1 bottle costs. 1 bottle. Do the same thing over here. So divide by 12. Divide by 12. So on that side, $13.80. It's gonna give you $1.15 per bottle. Over here, I'm gonna divide the bottom by 10, and I divide the top by 10. 11.80. Sorry, 11.80 divided by 10. $1.18. Excuse me. So the better deal is this one. John has 2 1/4 cups of lentils that he uses for salad. Each salad requires 1/8 cup scoops. How many salads can you make? Well, let's find out. 2 1/4 divided by 1/8 scoops. How many of these can I get out of 2 1/4? Well, let's change. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 9/4. I'm going to change that mixed number to an improper fraction, which I did now. The way we learned it, we want to change that so that it has common denominators. So between the 4 and 8, the LCM is 8. The common denominator is 8. 1/8 is already an 8, so let's not change it. So the 4 became an 8, so that was times 2. So I multiplied the top times 2. So 9/4 and 18/8 are equivalent. Okay, so I just changed it. Now the denominator is the same. I can cross the denominators out and rewrite that as 18 over 1. And 18 over 1 is just simply 18. So how many salads can I make? 18 salads. Linda makes apple juice in the ratio of 3. Okay, 3 apples. It's the ratio, so I'm going to write it as a fraction. 5 water. And Patricia makes 5 apples. 9 waters. Well, I don't know whose juice is stronger because we're comparing things that are different. So something has to be the same. Let's pick the water. So let's change these so that they both share the same amount of water. Let's give them both the same amount of water and see how much apple they put in. So this is Linda, L, and this is Patricia. Common denominator between 5 and 9 is 45. Well, let's give them both 5 cups of water or 5 water. Yeah, 5 cups of water. So this would be times 9. Times 9. So Linda would add 27 apples. Patricia, 9, how did it become 45? It would be a factor times 5. Then on top times 5. So 25 apples. And Patricia would add 25 apples given 45 of water. So if you give them both 45 cups, Linda uses more apples. So this is the stronger flavor. Anna, Keiko, and Stephanie want to compare heights. Oh, Anna is 64 inches tall, Stephanie is 7.5 centimeters shorter than Anna, Keiko is 1.5 inches shorter than Stephanie. Give all the heights, all the 3 heights in centimeters. Oh, so let's change everything to centimeters. So I need to get my reference sheet, so let me give me a second. Alright, so back to apparently. So here I'm going to write that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to change everything to centimeters. So 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. Anna, I'm going to change that. I'm going to multiply, obviously, 64 inches. Okay, 64 times 2.54. That's going to give her 162.56 centimeters. And then Anna, Kate, and then when we have Stephanie, that's easy. Stephanie's height's going to be 162.56 minus 7.5, which is very easy to do, which is going to be 155.06 centimeters. And then Keiko, he's shorter than Stephanie. Well, it's 1.5 inches. So if 1 inch is 2.54, 1.5 inches is going to be 2.54 and half 2.54. So 2.54 is going to be 3.81 centimeters. So Keiko is going to be 3.81 centimeters shorter than who? Than Stephanie. So since I know what Stephanie is, I'm going to take Stephanie's height, 150.5.06 minus 3.81. And that's going to give us 151.25. Sales tax. So let's go here. It's a tax question, so set your tax proportion 100% part total. Sales tax is 7%. He paid $35 in sales tax. Wow, so the sales tax that he paid was $75. And we want to find out the total. What was the price of the item he bought so that he paid $35, which is a lot of taxes. So is there a relationship up and down? No. Side to side? Yes. Times 5. And this is times 5. So the stereo that he bought cost him $500. And the tax that he paid on the stereo was $35. Okay, well, pretty expensive. Numbers can be written as powers of different bases. For example, 81 equals 9 to the second power. Yes, because it's 9 times 9. Right? 9 times 9 is 81, so that's okay. 81 can also be written as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 4 times. That's what that means. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And 27 times 3 is 81. So that is 81. Let's try for 64. Well, 64. Well, It's an even number, so I'm going to use 2's. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Let's see. 2 times 2 is 4. 8, 16, 32, 64. So 64 is the same thing as 2 to the 6th power. Okay, so that's one way. Again, because an even number, I'll try 4. Let's see, 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. Look at that. So 4 to the 3rd power works. 64, well, from 4, let's go to 8. 8 times 8, yeah, that works. That's 8 to the 2nd power. So that's one way, 2 ways, 3 ways, and there's one more way. Oh, 3 different bases. Okay, so we're done. There we go. 2, 4, and 8. So I can write 64 in 3 different ways. That's 2 to the 6th, that's 4 to the 3rd, and 8 to the 2nd. Find prime factorization of 504, right? Exponential form. So prime factorization, remember that little tree thing. Let's see. 2. I'm gonna stick with 2. 2 and 252. That works for me. Circle the 2. 252. I'm gonna do 2 again. And 252 divided by 2. It's 126, so I'm okay with that. Circle 2 because it's prime. 126, I can again when I use 2. And 126 divided by 2 is 63. Circle the 2. 63, I can break it up, I know, because 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 is a multiple of 3. So I'm definitely going to use 3. So 3 and 121. Yeah, that works. Circle the 3. 21. Oh, that's easy. 3 and 7. And I circled 3 and 7. So I know I can't go anymore because everything is a prime number now. So 504 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. And I'm going to clean that up and write 2 to the 3rd power times 3 to the 2nd power times 7. So that's prime factorization of 504. Okay, so last 2. Okay, order of operations. We're going to use G, E, M, D. Oops, let me just go back. M or D, multiplication or division, addition or subtraction from left to right. So I have parentheses or grouping here. Okay, I have parentheses, brackets, I have something. So inside the parentheses, I'll leave that 3 outside. Inside the parentheses, I'm going to do 3 squared. So 12 minus 36, I don't do anything, divided by 3 squared is 9. Plus 18 minus 5 times 3. Now, could I have done more than one step? Could I have done 5 times 3? I could have. Okay. But until you're very comfortable with it, don't. Do it one step at a time, even though it might take you 8, 9 lines to do it. So inside, 12 minus 36, no, I'll do 36 divided by 9. So 12 still sticks around, minus 36 divided by 9 is 4. And that's going to be everything to the 3rd power, plus 18 minus 5 times 3. I'm going to do inside the parentheses. 12 minus 4 is 8. And I'm going to take that to the 3rd power, plus 18 minus 5 times 3. What do I do next? Now I can take this, 8 to the 3rd power, which is 8 times 8 times 8. Which is 512. Plus 18 minus 5 times 3. These are gone, these are gone. Now I can do multiplication or division, which is, so leave the 512 plus 18 alone, and then subtract 5 times 3, which is 15. There are no more multiplication or divisions. I can do now addition or subtraction, whatever comes first from left to right. So I'll do these two first. 512 plus 18 is 530 minus 15, and 530 minus 15 is 515. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines, 7 lines to get your answer. Now, it's not that bad at all. Okay, even doing it step by step. Last one, 4 times. So even if it's a turnaround and you recognize if that's a turnaround, do it step by step. So this one, I don't see anything, but so let's go. 4 times, what am I multiplying? 4 times the difference of y and 6. The difference of y and 6 is subtraction. I'm subtracting y and 6. I'm going to stop here for a second. If I leave it like this does not equal 4 times the difference of y 6. This actually says 4 times y minus 6. To protect our subtraction so that it happened first, let's put a parentheses. Okay, so 4 times the difference of y and 6. Yes, good. Now we're going to do plus the quotient. Quotient is division. Here's my division line. That's a fraction. Quotient of who? K and 9. It's not a turnaround, so that's your final answer. Okay. And that's that.